Hello. Today we're going to talk about green beans, both the American green beans and the Haricot Verts, which is French green beans. So instead of saying Haricot Verts, I'm just going to say French green beans. The difference, most people serve American green beans all the time. They're thick, they have a hard little stem at the end where they grow, and they're long and fat, and they take a little extra time to cook. The French green beans, as you can see, are much smaller in size. They're at half the size of an American green bean, and they cook much quicker. So what we're going to do is we have some boiling water. We're just going to toss them in there. You can trim the edges if you like, but there's no need. They're very tender. We're just going to put the green beans in, and they are going to cook in just under a minute or two. We're going to put a little salt and pepper in here, and we can cover, let it steam, as well as boil away. So the problem with the American green beans, it's not a problem, but because they're so big, they can't just cook as one. You have to trim them both edges, cut them in half, and then put them in either steaming or boiling water, and then serve with butter or whatever else you're putting in. The French green beans are much, much simpler. They will cook in a fraction of the time. They're very tender. They keep their green color. So what we will do, you can make these towards the end of any cooking session. If you're cooking a roast, if you're cooking something that is very time intensive, this is not. This is boil some water, throw them in, and by the time you've carved your meat or you've put the chicken on the plate, these are ready to go. So I'm going to just take a little test. You can see that a little firm. Give it about one more minute. They cook and they're much more tender and much more flavorful than the larger ones. I'm going to give a little more salt and pepper. So as I was saying, the idea that you could make this as a last-minute, easy side dish makes it very entertainment worthy. The downside is that the French green beans are a little more expensive. American green beans, they buy in bulk, they're in big bins, you just take a handful and you put it in a bag. These are a little bit more expensive, but I think it's worth it in the long run, in that you don't have to do all the trimming. Just put them in a little water, let them boil, and then you're ready to serve. Let's see how we're doing here. Oh yeah, very nice. Take them out. You can see they retain their nice green color. I'm going to throw a little butter on. A little more salt and pepper. And we're ready. This will go on your side of your chicken or beef or whatever you happen to be serving. And as I said before, you can make them at the last minute. They'll be tasty, and you will save yourself a lot of time. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon.